bad about Palestinians. Because Palestinian people are good people. And most of us are good people. So I think we should change that people have a way they look to us. Because a lot of like Americans, for example, they don't have the real vision about what Palestinians are. So I think that's my dream, to complete my studies and to be a good engineer, a good mechanical engineer, and a Palestinian engineer who did something. It's hard. It's so hard. Look, it's not just being a student is hard during Intifada. Everything is hard during Intifada. Also, the simplest thing is you can't imagine how hard is that. One of the time I was going to math school, and I didn't know that there's Israeli soldiers all over the place. So I was walking in the street, and I spotted the Israeli soldiers from far away. There was a little kid with me. He wasn't with me, he was walking the street. So I grabbed the little kid and we hid it behind the wall. The little kid was whispering, did they see us? Did they see us? I said, no, I don't think they see us. They saw us. So we stopped there and we are waiting. And the Israeli soldiers spotted us. So they came to where we were hiding, and they see us and they captured us. So the soldiers was like their faces like painted in black. I don't know why. So the little child with me was really afraid. The Israeli soldiers spotted that he is really afraid. So one of the soldiers grabbed his rifle, and he got the rifle and said to the little kid, "You were throwing rocks at us, right?" The little kid was like, "No, I didn't." He said, "No, you are throwing stones at us." The little kid was really afraid. He lied on the floor. He lied on the floor, and he was like begging, "No, please." I said, the Israeli soldier said, "I'll shoot you." The kid started crying, and the Israeli soldiers was looking at him, and finally he lifted the gun, and they started hilariously laughing. The soldiers, like, and then they go. Like I took the little kid. I said to him, "You are the brave one. They are the cowards." And I took him to a shop and bought him like a chocolate bar or something and sent him home. The thing that really hurt me that I wasn't able to do anything for this kid. Like I was watching them, then they was making fun of this kid, and I'm standing like I can't do anything to the soldiers, because if I speak, they shoot me. They shoot me for real. And
we always live like
this is our life.
You always live like maybe you will get a shot today. Maybe you will get shot. Sometimes in that days you will go out of home and out of your house. I mean, I'm from Ramallah, so I come to Naples sometimes. I come and go. So you go home, you go out, and you see them sometimes putting their gun in your face, and you say, "Today maybe I will get shot." I mean, this was my parents' biggest fear when I first got into a college here. I mean, like, one day you might get shot, or one day you might have, I don't know, you might have something I will never know about you. And I said, no, it's okay, I can survive. It's not a big deal. So I remember it was like, there was like 1 million people on the checkpoint, and we were waiting for our train. The first hour passed, the second hour passed, and we were like, my mom was calling me, it's just almost, it's getting, the night is starting, and you have to go home. What is wrong with you? I said, like, there must be a problem with the Israeli soldiers. So there's like a man who came, he said, like, we can get you home by going in a shortcut. I said, okay, this is the first time I want to try a shortcut. So I said, okay, I will go in a shortcut. It doesn't really matter. He said, you have to pay whatever, and I paid. And we went to the car, and while we're going with I didn't know that this is the shortcut, how it's gonna be. So we went, and we have to go through olive trees and this kind of stuff. And Israeli soldiers start shooting at us. And for the first time of my life, I have to go through this. I remember I have my 2 cousins, and I have to, like, I'm the strong one, and I have to show them that it's okay if they are shooting on us. And I was just crying, and they were crying, and I was like, okay, we can do it, it's okay. Just like the man is saying, yeah, keep your head down, and we used to keep our head down. And this is like they're shooting, and he's going really fast. And I was like, I called my friend, tell everyone that I really love them and I couldn't take the chance, and tell my mom I love her, tell my dad if I didn't see them again, it's okay. I felt like this is the end of my life. My life can't end like that. I was like so frustrated. And then they had to get us out of the car, and we started running. I don't know where. Just like, there was a lot of men, and there was this woman with her baby and us, and we were like running from the middle of nowhere. And I remember then he covered us with something, and then another car come and picked us up. For a moment, I felt like you know, when you go from Mexico to United States, it's like really there's something on the borders between there. I felt like that. I'm just moving around in my country, and this is what I've got. And I remember like my legs were shaking. I've never had this leg, like they were shaking like really fast. And I couldn't stop crying, and I have 2 people who are like wanting me to hug them, and I was like, okay guys, but like for the first time in my life, I always try to pretend that I'm strong. For the first time in my life, I felt like really weak.
About looking forward, I said we are stronger, and I'm sure I am stronger. Like for example, if I'm going to work, I think one of my strengths is that now I think I can work in any environment, and no matter what the hazards are, or if it's a danger environment or something like this, I'm able to work under pressure. I'm able to work under any circumstances. Well, I think that's what we are now.
People will admire you because you're a Palestinian, and still you have accomplished something. You're learning to be a lawyer. You're learning to be an engineer. So I wish one day I would have this impact on the kids who were born in the Intifada, who is living in a bubble of as a Palestinian. I have to get the sympathy of the world, the sympathy of the Arabs, the sympathy of the Muslim world. I just want them to know that it would be so much. They would look up to you more if you were Palestinian, grew in the Intifada. Maybe you're orphaned because of the Israeli. You faced a lot, but still you're accomplishing something that would be better, would make your country a better place to live in.
I want to build my country house by house. I mean, this is what really got me into civil engineering from the first place. I want to build houses for people. I want to give a house for someone who can't have it. I want to make someone warm in a place that they can be warm in it. And I wish that one day I will go to Africa and this kind of stuff, help people there, see that word. I mean, okay, we live in a tragedy, but there's a lot of people that are living in a tragedy too. So basically helping children, helping people, and like go off to the world, really break the stereotype about us as a Palestinian, because what you hear in the media is not necessarily true, or sometimes actually 90% is not true. So I need to be a messenger for my country. I need to do something. I wanna lead something to make this world a better place. And I guess this will be my sharing for it.
So everything is possible. You just have to believe in yourself.